We often talk a lot about Stoicism on our channel, so today I want to suggest a different video with 6 Stoic exercises that you can start practicing right away after finishing this video. These practices are simple steps that you can incorporate into your daily life right now and have the potential to transform your life. When we focus our attention on what we can control, our actions become well-directed and efficient. Stoicism teaches us to develop a clear vision that allows us to make the best possible choices. Stoic philosophy trains us for life, and as you learn to trust in your ability to face challenges, inaction and indecision cease to be obstacles. And if you're new to the channel, help us spread this guidance to more people in need. It's quite simple. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment on your opinion about the exercises or how Stoicism has been changing your routine. Now let's move on to the first exercise. And hey, before we begin, if you're keen on cultivating your wisdom, join our community to evolve together by pressing the subscribe button below and activating the notification bell. Now, let's delve into the video. First, reinterpret small disappointments. Picture yourself on a serene summer evening, the gentle breeze caressing your skin as you bask in the warmth of the setting sun. Suddenly, a persistent buzz interrupts your tranquility. A mosquito, its tiny wings creating a minor disturbance. You swat it away, dismissing it as a mere nuisance. Yet, as dusk settles in, more mosquitoes emerge, each adding to the irritation until it becomes unbearable. Much like these pesky insects, life presents us with a myriad of small annoyances: traffic jams, misplaced keys, or a spilled cup of coffee. Individually, they may seem inconsequential, mere blips on the radar of existence. However, when allowed to accumulate, they can gnaw away at our peace of mind, leaving us feeling drained and disheartened. Stoic philosophy offers a remedy, a shift in perspective. By reframing these daily irritations as fleeting inconveniences, we prevent them from gaining a foothold in our psyche. Just as a single mosquito bite may itch momentarily but fades with time, so too can our minor setbacks lose their potency when viewed through the lens of Stoic wisdom. By cultivating resilience in the face of adversity, we safeguard our mental well-being and preserve our zest for life. The concept we're exploring here is about shifting our perspective on the challenges we encounter in our daily lives. It's about acknowledging that while these challenges are real and valid, they can be viewed in a different light so that they don't weigh us down excessively. This perspective shift helps us realize that many of the obstacles we face today pale in comparison to the monumental challenges humanity has overcome throughout history. Think about it. For centuries, people lived without the modern conveniences and amenities we often take for granted. Consider something as seemingly trivial as the subway running 5 minutes late, or a rideshare driver cancelling on us when we're already late for a crucial job interview or appointment. It's undoubtedly frustrating, but if we rewind the clock just a bit, we'll see that similar journeys in the past could take hours, if not days, requiring far more time and effort. Likewise, a delayed response to a message might irk us or trigger anxiety. But there was a time when communication could take days or even weeks to reach its recipient. People back then adjusted their expectations accordingly and managed without the instant gratification we're accustomed to today. This realization highlights that many of the things that irritate us now are, in fact, luxuries of our modern era. So the essence of this exercise isn't to suppress our natural reactions or emotions when faced with setbacks. Instead, it's an invitation to reframe these experiences and manage the smaller frustrations in a way that prevents them from overwhelming us. As Seneca famously said, "Sometimes even to live is an act of courage." He urged us to recognize that the trials and tribulations we encounter are integral parts of a life filled with experiences and opportunities for growth. Embracing frustrations as inherent aspects of our everyday existence offers us a broader perspective on life, allowing us to recognize that both the highs and lows contribute to our personal development. Seneca's wisdom guides us to view life as a vast canvas, where each challenging moment serves as a hue, adding depth and intrigue to the overall narrative. According to Seneca, it's crucial not to fixate solely on the adversities we encounter, but to acknowledge them as integral parts of a larger journey, brimming with lessons and accomplishments. By adopting this mindset, we not only navigate through life's hurdles, but also flourish in the process, enriching our experiences and imbuing our existence with deeper meaning. Second, choose a virtue. Courage, temperance, justice, and wisdom stand as the cornerstone values in Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius, the esteemed emperor of Rome and Stoic sage, extolled the unparalleled worth of these virtues, suggesting that any discovery surpassing them would be truly extraordinary. Stoics firmly believed that every challenge we encounter presents an opportunity to exercise these virtues, thereby enriching our lives. Our second exercise revolves around integrating these Stoic principles into our daily routines by dedicating each week to the intensive practice of one virtue. Let's begin by selecting a virtue that resonates with you and committing to embodying it fervently for the forthcoming week. Consider starting with courage. Throughout your Courage Week, initiate small yet deliberate acts that exemplify courage in your daily life. This could entail rising earlier to engage in physical exercise, or taking the time to prepare a special breakfast for yourself. Remember, these actions need not be extravagant. Even the simplest gestures of self-care and self-appreciation can embody courage. Whether it's savoring a comforting cup of coffee or prioritizing your well-being through exercise, every instance of self-nurturing is a testament to your inner strength. Embrace this opportunity to infuse your daily existence with the essence of courage, recognizing that each step, no matter how small, contributes to your personal growth and resilience. By immersing yourself in these Stoic virtues, you not only navigate life's challenges with grace, but also cultivate a profound sense of fulfillment and purpose. Another deeper point that requires courage is resolving conflicts. Think of a situation with a friend, family member, or co-worker. Let's say you both had a disagreement because of a misunderstanding in a conversation, which left a tense atmosphere between you. Instead of letting resentment grow or avoiding the issue, you decide to invite that person for a peaceful conversation, explaining how you felt about the situation without pointing fingers or blaming anyone. You also ask to hear their side, showing that you are open to understanding and fixing what went wrong. This step can not only help resolve the misunderstanding, but also strengthen your relationship, making the friendship, work environment, or family bond even stronger. Every action in your daily life can reinforce your practice of courage, and thus you improve and move on to the next week, choosing another virtue. Like during the Justice Week, for example, returning the extra change received at the market will demonstrate your honesty in small things. Also, acknowledging and giving credit to colleagues for their contributions to joint projects at work. In wisdom, you can dedicate time to read or learn something new that can enrich your life or career, starting to practice your continuous learning. During the Temperance Week, for example, you can start practicing mindful consumption, which is thinking carefully before buying anything, choosing to buy only what you really need or what you have already planned to acquire, instead of making several impulse purchases, which can compromise you financially. For example, if you're at the mall and see a pair of sneakers that you really like, instead of buying them right away, you take a moment to think if you really need another pair of sneakers or, more importantly, if this purchase fits into your monthly budget. This pause for thought helps avoid impulse purchases, which can mess up your finances and lead to having many unnecessary things at home. Practicing mindful consumption helps save money and live in a simpler and more sustainable way. In our pursuit of a more fulfilling life, temperance plays a pivotal role in shaping how we manage our time and resources. It begins with establishing firm boundaries between work and rest, ensuring that we carve out quality time for rejuvenation and self-care. Each week presents an opportunity for personal growth, with a focus on one of the 4 cardinal virtues revered by the Stoics: courage, temperance, justice, and wisdom. Courage, as understood by the Stoics, transcends mere physical bravery. It encompasses the inner fortitude to confront life's challenges head-on. It empowers us to navigate adversity with resilience and grace, fostering a sense of strength and resolve in the face of obstacles. Temperance, on the other hand, entails mastering self-control and moderation in all aspects of life. Whether it pertains to our consumption of food, our dedication to work, our financial habits, or our pursuit of leisure, temperance guides us in finding equilibrium and avoiding excess. Justice embodies the principle of fairness and integrity in our interactions with others. It compels us to treat every individual with honesty, respect, and compassion, fostering harmony and goodwill within our communities. Lastly, wisdom serves as the beacon of discernment and sound judgment, illuminating the path toward informed decision-making and prudent action. It encourages us to cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us, empowering us to navigate life's complexities with clarity and insight. By embracing these virtues, we embark on a journey of self-discovery and personal transformation, enriching our lives and contributing to the greater good. I invite you to reflect on which of these virtues resonates most deeply with you this week and why. Your courage to share your journey may inspire others to embark on their own path of growth and fulfillment. Third, daily review, as advocated by Seneca, entails seeking solace in a serene setting and devoting a few precious moments to introspectively chronicle the events of our day. This introspective exercise encourages us to candidly assess our triumphs, our missteps, and the alternatives we might have pursued. This technique, lauded by luminaries in both personal development and psychology spheres, finds its roots in the visionary teachings of Saint Ignatius of Loyola, the pioneering mind behind the Society of Jesus during the 15th century. Ignatius introduced a transformative ritual called the daily examen, which invited practitioners to embark on a daily odyssey of self-examination and refinement. More than just a method, this practice serves as an earnest invitation to embark on a voyage of daily self-awareness and personal evolution. Through deliberate reflection on the tapestry of our actions and the ebb and flow of our emotions, we unlock a profound opportunity to forge a deeper connection with our inner selves. These 3 points serve as a daily examination, where we can better understand ourselves, identify the triggers that cause us anger, fear, anxiety, and realize where we are evolving in the development of our virtues and character. So let's examine these 3 points in detail. What we did wrong. Until you admit that a problem exists, it's impossible to seek a solution for it. Therefore, the first step of this exercise is admitting our mistakes. Sometimes we deny our mistakes because we fall into the trap of defining ourselves by our characteristics, without truly realizing that our worth is not in our profession, the car we have, or external things. Our value comes from our character, from who we truly are. Acting wrongly doesn't mean we are wrong people, but rather that we have momentarily strayed from virtue, but we can return to it. And when we admit a wrong action, we gain power over it, because we can change it, by policing ourselves to act correctly the next time this situation arises. What we did right Even a broken clock is right twice a day. Nobody is 100% wrong or 100% right. The Stoics believed that ignorance was the greatest cause of mistakes, as many act wrongly due to lack of knowledge. Today, we have an abundance of knowledge. However, it's not enough to know to act correctly. We have to develop moral strength to put into practice what we know. Writing down what you did right reaffirms positive behavior, and as you learn to trust in your ability, you feel more confident to replicate these positive patterns. It's simple, but has a great impact on your mindset. Develop self-confidence based on virtue and kindness to act positively every day. What we could have done differently. Imagine someone approaches you seeking information, and rather than responding with kindness and helpfulness, you meet them with hostility, holding your metaphorical stones ready to throw. In this simple interaction, you've chosen rudeness without cause, missing an opportunity to contribute positively to someone else's day. But adopting a technique like self-reflection is a step toward a more enriching and intentional life, where each day becomes an opportunity for growth and transformation. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, reminds us that our actions are not isolated events, but rather contribute to the formation of our habits and character. By reflecting on what we could have done differently in our daily interactions, we gain insight into how our behaviors shape our lives. For instance, consider moments when you find yourself mindlessly scrolling through internet comments for extended periods. Could that time have been better spent? Could you have chosen a more meaningful or productive activity? Engaging in regular self-assessment allows us to recognize areas for improvement and celebrate our successes along the way. It's a simple yet powerful exercise that can be easily incorporated into our routines, perhaps by using the Notes app on your phone. Start by asking yourself 3 questions each week. What did you do wrong? What did you do right? What could you have done differently? By embracing this practice, we cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and our behaviors, paving the way for personal growth and fulfillment. It's through such intentional reflection that we continue to evolve on our life journeys, striving to become the best versions of ourselves. Fourth, acknowledging our internal tools is a profound wisdom imparted by Epictetus, the venerable Stoic philosopher. He illuminates the path to resilience and character fortification amidst life's adversities. In his teachings, he reveals that every obstacle presents an opportunity for growth. When confronted with offense, we uncover the potential for nurturing patience within ourselves. In moments of suffering, our resilience is tested and strengthened. And amidst temptations, we exercise the muscles of self-control and self-discipline. This insightful exercise prompts us to consciously recognize our internal reservoir of virtues before confronting any challenge. It advocates for a mindful inventory of our capabilities, enabling us to leverage them effectively. Moreover, it emphasizes the importance of identifying areas where we may lack proficiency, as these junctures represent prime opportunities for personal development and enhancement. As we persist in this practice, diligently honing our virtues and skills, we gradually ascend to mastery over life's trials. Each obstacle becomes a stepping stone, propelling us forward on our journey of self-discovery and personal evolution. Amidst the tumult of challenges, it's easy to become ensnared in the web of the problem itself, losing sight momentarily of the strengths we possess and the lessons learned from past victories. Yet, by embracing this philosophy, we cultivate a resilient spirit that transcends adversity, emerging stronger and wiser with each trial we face. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, "Look within yourself. It is there that the source of good resides, and it can flow incessantly if you always explore it." This inspiring quote from Marcus Aurelius, one of Rome's most remembered emperors, and a dedicated Stoic philosopher, invites us to seek goodness within ourselves. He teaches us that the true source of good is not found in the external world, but within each of us. He motivates us to continuously delve into our inner selves, revealing that with constant dedication to this exploration, we can find an endless flow of kindness. This suggests that the secret to a fulfilling and virtuous life lies in our ability to look inward in an uninterrupted process of self-discovery and transformation. By cultivating and valuing our internal reservoir of goodness, we pave the way for an enriched and authentic existence. The next time you encounter any difficulty, remember which internal tool you can exercise. When on a diet, train your self-control by refusing that extra portion, soda, or additional treat. Exercise your self-discipline by putting in more effort, doing your best on days when you feel lazy or have zero motivation to work. Or when teaching something to someone or conveying information at work, practice generosity by teaching without humiliating or belittling anyone. In each situation, we have the opportunity to be better when we recognize our internal tools. Fifth, exercise your power to steer. Epictetus, a luminary among Stoic philosophers, imparts a timeless lesson on the power of conscious direction in our lives. He underscores the significance of discerningly curating the content that permeates our minds. For if we fail to do so, others will gladly assume the helm, steering us toward destinations not of our choosing. It's akin to relinquishing control of our vessel to an unknown navigator, uncertain of their intentions or destination. When we anchor ourselves in the clarity of our values and aspirations, we reclaim agency over our destiny. Our decisions and actions become a manifestation of our authentic selves, aligned with what truly matters to us. This deliberate choice to steer our own course fosters a life lived in harmony with our deepest convictions. Conversely, surrendering this choice relinquishes our autonomy, leaving us adrift at the mercy of external influences. Unwittingly, we may find ourselves navigating a path dictated by the desires and expectations of others, rather than charting a course guided by our own compass. In essence, Epictetus beckons us to embrace the power of self-determination, recognizing that the choices we make about what enters our minds shape the trajectory of our lives. By exercising this power to steer, we forge a path of authenticity and purpose, charting a course that resonates with our true selves. Therefore, the lesson here is clear. To live a truly authentic life, we need to be in control of our choices. It starts with defining what is most important to you and ensuring that every step you take aligns with those priorities. Use the dynamics of want and can to define your priorities and steps to achieve them. For example, want defines your priority. I want to lose 5 pounds. Can defines your actions. I can eat a smaller portion at lunch. I can exercise twice a week. The same applies in other areas of your life. For example, I want a promotion at work. I can dedicate more time to the project. I can improve my professional qualifications. I can expand my network in case new opportunities arise. What you want defines your priorities, and what you can are the actions you can take. This way, we will be the true captains of our destiny. This could be the first step toward a life lived with more purpose, passion, and joy. We can only get our lives in order when we start to act, as Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations. Stop talking about how a good person should be and be one. Sixth, how to decide what really matters each day. In our final Stoic exercise, we delve into a simple yet profound practice, envisioning the conclusion of each day through introspective reflection. Picture compiling a list of the day's endeavors and posing a poignant inquiry. Would I have engaged in these activities if today marked the culmination of my journey? This contemplative ritual wields transformative power, reshaping our perception of daily existence. By subjecting our actions to this existential litmus test, we unearth the essence of their significance. This process serves as a discerning filter, sieving through the clutter of routine to unveil the gems of genuine value. Through this introspection, we cultivate a heightened awareness of our priorities, empowering us to forge a path guided by authenticity and purpose. Suddenly, the allure of mundane tasks and digital distractions pales in comparison to the richness of moments shared with loved ones or the pursuit of personal passions. In this light, we rediscover the profound beauty of life's fleeting moments, embracing experiences that nourish our souls and align with our deepest aspirations. Each day becomes an opportunity to honor what truly matters, fostering a life imbued with meaning and fulfillment. This isn't merely a mental exercise, it's an invitation to embrace a richer, more purposeful existence. When you approach each day as if it could be your last, you naturally gravitate towards activities that ignite your passion and align with your core values. This practice, known as Memento Mori to the Stoics, serves as a potent reminder of life's impermanence and prompts us to seize the present moment with intentionality and vigor. By integrating Memento Mori into our daily lives, we cultivate a heightened awareness of how we invest our time and energy. It prompts introspection, compelling us to evaluate our choices and realign our priorities in accordance with our deepest aspirations. Rather than succumbing to the lull of routine or the allure of distraction, we are prompted to live deliberately, making conscious decisions that resonate with our inner truths. Embracing the reality of our mortality serves as a catalyst for meaningful action, motivating us to infuse each moment with significance and purpose. It encourages us to embrace authenticity, to live in alignment with our values, and to cherish every fleeting instant. In recognizing the finite nature of our existence, we are empowered to craft a life that reflects the essence of who we truly are, savoring each day as a precious gift. Each of these exercises is a powerful Stoic practice, and as we plant each one of them in our hearts and souls, we have the opportunity to reap the results. If you've made it this far, comment "gratitude" and leave in the comments which subjects you are curious to know from the Stoic point of view to bring in the next videos. In the meantime, take a look at our complete playlist on Stoicism, which is on your right. There are several interesting topics we have already covered, so it's worth checking out. Thank you for watching.